Hello guys. Actually, I already don't know how to introduce myself because I geikiang. I give both my Chinese name and English name to fictional characters that I created. So now I don't know what to call myself. But you just have to know that like this is a legit vlog. I'm talking on my behalf and things like that. So whatever I'm saying now is not scripted. Yeah. So it's going to be a bit messy, but I guess that it's more real. I'm doing this thing over the holiday is because I realized that there's a lot of things brought up throughout my 8 years of studying in Singapore and things like that. I guess if I talk to a dead phone, yeah, I guess if I talk to like a device and things like that, I can verbalize what I'm thinking better. I can be a better communicator, and I guess it also serves as a reassurance to myself that I already have closure to some of the things, some of the thoughts I always had. And the first of it is, right, I think I finally have a closure. I've finally overcome my inferiority complex as a Malaysian Chinese. Actually, it's two things. It's not just Malaysian Chinese, it's being a Malaysian and being a Chinese. Like for those who know me long enough, I ever seen JC and things like that, you know that I don't like to be identified as a Malaysian. I'll get like freaking mad if you come to me and say, hey, you got a Malaysian accent eh, 在讲这样你只是讲虾面 hoot 下去 Yeah, so I really don't like that. And in like secondary school and JC, right, I never spoken like any Chinese at all. In fact, I would think that speaking Chinese is a like very inferior thing. So how does this thing started, right? Ironically, ever since primary school, I was enrolled into a Chinese primary school, so everyone's supposed to be quite China, right? Chinese education, Chinese background. Yes, that is correct, but I realized I've consumed a lot of Western media. You see the thunder come already because I say wrong thing. Okay, because my parents subscribe to this Astro. For those who don't know, Astro is a private cable TV in Malaysia. So with Astro, you have access to Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and things like that. So I consume a lot of that. Whatever you should watch and whatever you should not watch, AXN, all the more adult channel, adult show, I also go watch. And I think watching a lot of Western media, right, will affect your thinking a lot. So I start to think a lot like Ang Mo, like the concept of privacy, individual is being more important than community and things like that. And a lot of my taste and preferences in music and movie is oriented towards the Western media lah. So I realized that I don't really fit in school because everybody is talking about Zhou Jielun, Lin Junjie and things like that. What I'm talking about, right? Green Day, My Chemical Romance. Then they don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about rebellion and things like that, while they're talking about Chinese love song. So yeah, we just don't match. Also, I keep thinking that why is it that we can't speak proper English? It's very lao kui, very jialat. We cannot speak English properly, and somehow it got into my mind that speaking English is more high class than speaking Chinese. I guess maybe because we are like colonized nation as well. But yeah, that aside. So yeah, but I got through my Chinese primary school and went to the government Malay school. All government schools are Malay in Malaysia, which is become even worse because in Chinese primary school, I don't even get to interact with Malay at all. And then suddenly you put those kids into a school with all the Malay there, and all the Chinese will just stick together, and then all the Malay will stick together. And the worst thing is I don't feel like I belong to any group at all because I also not say very Chinese to begin with, and also not say that my town area has a lot of Ang Mo like international students and things like that. So yeah, I don't fit in. So when my dad asked me whether I want to go Singapore to study or not, right? Well, I say confirm pas chok, I want to go now. Not because I love Singapore, I know how is it like and things like that. It's because I just cannot bear in Malaysia already. Like no one thinks the same as me, no one listen to the same music as me, no one like the same movie as me, and no one talks about the same concept as me. Yeah, that is a very serious thing, I guess. Like I finally know how someone can feel like so out of place, although they are like in the same kampong and things like that. So when I go to Singapore, that sort of rectify the Ang Mo Pai part. Because I think because I went to a Christian secondary school. Okay, I don't want to say which one. And then a lot of taste and preferences is towards the westernized one. So music, things like that. And I think they are also quite liberal as well. Because I got into a quite rabak class. Then people there are really quite crazy. I really like them. I really miss them, man. So if you're watching this, we should meet up soon. Yeah, so that really satisfied it. And yeah, I feel like I belong for the first time in forever. Yeah, I feel like I belong for the English pie part, and my English just improved and things like that. I'm really happy about it. But then at that time, I'm still very Malaysian oriented. Like I will have awareness that I'm Malaysian during the national anthem or what I don't sing one. I'm very proud that I'm Malaysian one. So when people talk about my accent and things like that, I even joke about it myself. I feel very proud of it. Like what to be ashamed about? But as I stay longer in Singapore, and then I realized that, how come their version of racial harmony is very different from Malaysia and things like that? That is when I start to get skeptical. Okay, something you need to know about me is that I'm very gullible. So you want to sell insurance, you sell to me. I'm very gullible in the sense that, right, whatever the government say, whatever the class tell me and things like that, I will believe wholeheartedly. So when Malaysia, let's say you're doing moral or like civic education in Malaysia, they say that Malaysia is a multiracial country, everybody is treated equally, almost, and things like that. I'll really believe, I'll even help the textbook to promote it to other people, to like, recruit more believer and things like that. So I really believe it, and then when I go to Singapore, I feel like I've been cheated my whole life. That is when I 180-degree turn. I just like don't ever look back anymore. I don't even want to talk about Malaysia anymore because I feel cheated. So yeah, actually very extreme. Like when I like something, I will like until like, wow, 我死都爱你. But when I hate something, right, I will just think that you don't exist. I think the Singapore education, the social study, brainwash me very, very well. Also because my brain very easy to wash. Then you guys should know I actually read all the freaking Lee Kuan Yew biography, One Man's View of the World, Hard Truth, or whatever people write one, I also got read. And then in JC is 变本加厉. In JC even reinforce the Ang Mo Pai more, and even reinforce the being in Singapore is better than being in Malaysia more. So that two front keep pressing me, keep tekan, right? And then I feel like I'm totally out of place with Malaysia. I go to Malaysia, I got no friends, I got nothing to talk about. I feel not at ease and things like that. I feel very ashamed. But I think things start to change. Actually, it's Mustang NTU. Yeah, NTU, maybe you can make this a promo video. Mustang NTU, because when you go NTU, right, you start to realize that JC, or by the way, the JC is the same school as the secondary school, it's under the same, Yeah, in NTU you see more people. You realize that it's not just in small little bubble that you are so soaked up in. In NTU, there's a lot of people with a lot of background. In fact, most people from NTU are not from JC one, I suppose, right? So those people, okay, statistically, most people in JC are coming from English educated family. At least from my experience. But NTU, I think got more that is not from JC. And also you got a lot more foreign student, PRC student, Malaysian student and things like that. Then with that diversity, I start to appreciate it more. But I still have a very firm stand that I want to be a Singaporean, and I'm Ang Mo Pai. Like the Chinese thing is just not my thing. I won't sing Chinese song until I cry. Not until I take this course from the 中文系, it's called the History of Singapore and Malaysian Chinese. Then do I start to realize that my gaps towards a lot of the history and origin of my culture and history as a Malaysian Chinese has been filled. There's a lot of gaps because I never go to a Chinese independent high school in Malaysia. Okay, so I don't get inculcated on a lot of Chinese value in terms of like how our ancestors come down and build things out and things like that. And secondly is because I don't live in a kampong baru. So for Singaporeans who don't know what kampong baru is last time it's a concentration camps made by the British, because after the Japanese left, right, then this one I must recall. Okay, then the Malayan Communist Party want to take over, very dangerous and things like that. So the British say that, okay, all the China people must live in the concentration camp, must gather there, which they will call the Kampong Baru. Yeah, and then all the Kampong Baru are actually very traditional. Like really, it's legit like 1960 Singapore, very traditional. They are being raised with very traditional value. And by the way, most of them don't go to town and work. Like they don't go KL and things like that. Most of them will take over the plantation, rubber, durian, whatever shit. All my akong also have. So I guess because of that, it's missing lah. And then the course managed to fill me out with that. And also because, right, funny enough, right, there's this. It's because of, if you know who is Huang Mingzi, namely, right, I also appreciate his music a lot. Like when his first music came out that criticized Malaysia, the main fun of the Malaysian national anthem come out, right, I was also quite crazy into it. I think it's very funny. It talks about racial issues, but it also talk about it's just the way the thing is we have to make do with it and appreciate. But the thing is, after that I never follow him. So it's only until like around this year, I started following him again. I watch all his video, all his music. I see how he's developed as a person and how he talk about Malaysia has changed or has not changed. And then do I really start to appreciate that, yeah, there is really a lot of value in being a Malaysian. Of course, there is value in being Singaporean also, but just not to the point like me where I totally disown one country in favor of another country. Yeah, so now I finally have a closure. I will not be ashamed to be a Malaysian Chinese, but I must say that because I stay here so long already, I have most of my networks are in Singapore. But the funny thing is, right, some Singaporeans also say that I also don't behave much like a Singaporean. I guess it's psychology, or maybe because some of my very subtle mannerism in terms of what I wear and things like that. So, but it's okay, I can make do with it. That is just who I am. I'm someone in the middle. So yeah, if you hung out with me, you realize that recently I speak a lot of Chinese, I sing a lot of Chinese songs. I become quite well versed in terms of both in the Angmo part as well as the Chinese one. So yeah, that's why a lot of time I go and choose a song for KTV. Then I also must ask them whether they Angmo part or what. Okay, but whatever. And then the second realization that I make is that, right, okay, I don't want to sound offensive to some people or what lah. Let me say in a very nice way. So I realized after 3 years of studying NTU, I realized that the course that I have chosen under my scholarship, chemistry and biological chemistry, I really freaking don't like it. I don't like chemistry. And the last thing I want to do is to go to a freaking organic lab and go and smell the benzene until I want to pass out. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. Woo. But yeah, but at least it takes 3 years for me to realize that actually that time why I want to choose chemistry is because I want to go into teaching. So I want to go into teaching and must teach something Then I tell myself actually I don't hate chemistry, so I just choose chemistry. So my love is never for chemistry, it's for teaching. Actually very stupid. I never expect that if I go into chemistry and NTU, I have to go so deep into a research and things like that. The thing is I'm not into research, which is very stupid. If someone is not into research, then why you want to take like a purely theoretical course leh? You know, 对吗？做么嘞？你自己 like own self find trouble for own self 嘛。So my true passion, as what I'm doing now, is really content creation and maybe content delivery. I like coming up with creative concept to tell people a story and things like that. Maybe it's a bit of marketing as well. Yeah, in fact, the proudest thing I ever done in NTU, right, is during my time in NTU Karate, where I made a lot of videos, poster, coming up with publicity campaign, publicity stunt to attract people into the club. Although in the end the club also still quite small lah. But made a lot of stupid things and I really enjoy that. I'm really proud. Every time I still go to Facebook and look back at all the things the team and I have done. Everything is one of the best time of my life. And then now I come up with some silly videos on YouTube. I also feel damn proud of lor. Like, okay lah, I'm not Instagram influencer. I don't look good enough to get sponsored and things like that or get a lot of likes. All my video got like shit views are very little. But I'm very proud because I conceptualized the own content. I directed how it should be filmed and I edited it and I published it. And some people get entertained. Yeah, I really appreciate those who come and message me saying that it's not bad and they get entertained. So I'm very proud. I tell you, if I can choose all over again what I want to study in NTU, right, I'll choose WikiMe. I'll go into media and journalism. But as for now, going to education also can. But I just want to be an educator who emphasize more on content delivery, whether you can speak well, whether you can make some concept more interesting to a student. But then a lot of people tell me, hey, if you're not interested in chemistry, how are you going to teach well? Which is true, because if I'm not passionate about what I'm teaching, how can I teach well? But I tell you this, not say I want to teach very high level. I just want to teach secondary school or JC. At secondary school or JC level, I still can master and I really like the chemistry. It's just that until university, it's very boring already because it's too in-depth. So you can say the very cheesy quote, yes, I like the flashy part of chemistry, but I really don't like the in-depth part. So it's okay, just let me be a teacher. I can teach the flashy part really well and I can be really flashy. So yeah, these are the realizations I made during the holidays. I also don't want to make the video too long lah. So these are really my heart-to-heart talk. Usually I only heart-to-heart talk when I go to bar and drink. Maybe that's why my dad always think that I drink a lot. Don't say I drink a lot, right? But that is why I call this vlog happy hour. So I make me feel like I'm drinking, then I can talk shit whatever I want. So yeah, that's about it. And I'll be flying off to Thailand this Friday. So Yeah, I'll film lah what's going on there and stuff. But that one is not like solo travel or what. It's under Thailand University. They bring a lot of students from all the world go there and then look see the Thailand culture lah. So I look forward to that, and if you have been watching until this far, I really thank you for that. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.